Hey, what's up guys, it's Moonfyye here, and today I'm going to be playing some Modern Warfare 2. For today's video, I'm going to be checking out Modern Warfare 2 2 years later. Also, before I start today's video, I do have a question for you guys. If you could only choose one between Modern Warfare 2 2022 or Black Ops 6 in its current state, which one would you pick? I'm very curious to know which game you prefer over the others, so let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, can we take a moment to acknowledge why my character looks like an absolute potato at this current moment? There is absolutely no textures on her. Everything is very pixelated, and I have no idea why. I personally don't remember the game looking like this 2 years ago, but for some reason it looks like the quality downgraded over time. Again, I have no idea what's going on with my character, but I've been on this screen for a few minutes now, so I would have figured that she would have been fully rendered in by now, but she's still looking like a potato. Anyways, that's enough rambling. I do want to go ahead and play some multiplayer today. For today, I'm gonna go ahead and start things off on some Shipment 24/7, just because I personally really love Shipment. It is one of my favorite maps, especially because it's a small map and that is the epitome of brain rot, which I have a lot of brain rot, unfortunately. And low-key, I'm kind of curious to find out how long the matchmaking times are in this game. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and queue for some Shipment 24/7 and find that out for you guys. Okie dokie, so I have a timer on my phone right now. I'm gonna press start first, and then I'm gonna press start on the timer. So there's going to be a slight delay there, but this will give us a rough estimate of how long it's going to take to find a multiplayer match. With that said, let's go ahead and start matchmaking. We're looking at almost 2 minutes. If you get 3 minutes, then I'll have to back out the search and I'll turn on crossplay. I'm actually surprised no one's playing Shipment 24/7 though. Almost 3 minutes. And it's 3 minutes. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to stop that since we can't find a match, but I waited roughly 3 minutes and 4 seconds. So I'm gonna have to turn on crossplay. Okie dokie, so I turned on crossplay because I really couldn't find a match on PlayStation only. Hopefully with crossplay on, we can find a match and it's hopefully quicker. With that said, the same things are gonna apply. I'm gonna press start first and then press the timer on my phone. Let's go ahead and find a match. Can we find a match? We found a match! That took 29 seconds. Ish. Okay, so I'm kind of worried about this multiplayer match because with that Omni movement, I feel like the movement in this game is going to be rather strange and I don't think I'll be used to it anymore. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so my first class is the SPR. We have the PDSW with a turtle class. Wow, I was an absolute butt playing this game. Let's use the SPR. RPG. Ooh. Oh. What? This is goofy. Oh, do I need a red dot? Oh, you can only put on 5 attachments. I forgot about that. Huh? I low-key feel like a bot in here. I'm not gonna lie. This is like really confusing my brain. Ooh, nice. Oh, not nice. I'm gonna go and use the PDW. I cannot snipe to save my life right now. Poor guy could not walk through this door to save his life. Okay. This is more up my alley. Yeah, I can use this more. Oh my god, the slide is so slow. I feel so clunky. Okay, I low-key miss playing Shipment. Even though I played a lot of Shipment on like Modern Warfare 2 and 3, there's something that's just always gonna be fun about Shipment. If you take a little break from it, it'll be fun to come back to. Ooh. Why do I not have like stims on my class? Okay, so like me from the past had decoys on to annoy the enemies. I'm gonna be a butt. Let's use Molotovs. This is already a mean class as it is. I was turtling apparently. We'll throw Molotovs. We'll throw the riot shield on our back. We're just doing everything but being a nice person on here. Look at that. What is going on? You know, I will say I'm kind of impressed that there's still people playing this game. I didn't think that was going to be the case. But somehow there's a lot of people still playing Modern Warfare 2. Oh my god. I like this game. This is fun. There we go. You know, I thought it would be actually kind of weird to come back to this game in terms of like the movement and stuff, but it's not that bad. I thought like the movement stuff was going to be jarring because Omni movement definitely like helped change the gameplay to some capacity, but it's not like it changed too much in my opinion. Like sure, sprinting backwards is cool, but it also doesn't make it to the point where playing like these older COD games is like a night and day difference. Also, don't get me wrong, because I actually really like having Omni movement, of course. I think it's a step in the right direction. I also just don't think it's like as big of an emphasis on the gameplay as I think people interpret it to be. I don't know, maybe that's an L take, but that's just my opinion. Alrighty, well that was Smash. We did lose, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot about this. We can choose to play with your team or not. That's a feature we actually don't have in Black Ops 6. I wonder why they got rid of that. Ooh, and I got some dailies done. Look at that. That's cool. Not that it really matters. Also, somehow I managed to level up in that game, so now I'm officially level 977. Can you tell I played this game a lot? The reason why I love Modern Warfare 2 so much is because this is a game that I basically started uploading COD videos on, and for that reason, it will forever have a special place in my heart, and I will always love it, even though I know it was kind of polarizing for the COD community. They didn't like it because of a plethora of reasons, and that's okay. Everyone can have their own opinions. But for me personally, this game will always be special to me because this is where I basically started uploading Call of Duty videos to YouTube. Anyways, I had a lot of fun playing Shipment. It was like really refreshing to go back on there and checking everything out again. It honestly feels like a fever dream to be playing Shipment, especially that version of Shipment, because we had it for so long, which just makes it really weird to go back onto it because I feel like I was just playing that version of Shipment yesterday. So going back to that version of Shipment is crazy, and it's definitely disturbing my perception of time altogether. I have no idea how Shipment manages to do that, but now I feel like I'm back like 2 years ago playing Modern Warfare 2 for the first time. Anyways, there's a lot more game modes that I want to play today because I honestly am having fun playing Modern Warfare 2, which, speaking of which, I see a bug on my wall. Stay there, Mr. Spider, and we can have a good time. Spiders don't scare me unless they're really big. This is a tiny spider on my wall. Anyways, going back to my point, I really do love Modern Warfare 2. It's a fun game to me. It's been super interesting to see people have been changing their minds about this game. I've seen so many people say like,
Modern Warfare 2 was an underrated game, and Modern Warfare 2 was also just an overhated game.
And like I had said, everyone is entitled to their own opinions about this or that. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you enjoy something, you enjoy it. If you dislike something, you dislike it. It's as simple as that. And we shouldn't be forcing our opinions onto other people. I think that's super weird, first of all. But like this game, like I said, it has a special place in my heart, which is why I will always like it. But I don't think this game was underrated by any means. I think this game had the recognition it had at the start of its life cycle, and then the game ultimately plateaued. It's really weird coming back to this game because Modern Warfare 3 is everything Modern Warfare 2 should have been, but that doesn't take away the fact that I did like this game ultimately for what it was. Yes, it was bare bones, and sure, more could have been done, but at the end of the day, did I have fun playing this game? Absolutely. And I think that's all that matters, because remember, video games are meant for fun. If you're not having fun, what are you doing playing that video game? Anyways, I feel like I'm getting super preachy here, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop with that. Regardless though, I'm gonna go ahead and queue for TDM because I feel like we might be able to find a match on here fairly quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and queue for some TDM and hopefully find a match. By the way, the reason why I was testing out how long it would take me to find a match in Modern Warfare 2 is because in Black Ops 6, it takes me 7 minutes to find a match. I wish I was joking about that, but I play with crossplay off and I search for the face-off only mosh pit, so maybe that's why it takes 7 minutes to find a match, but it takes forever to find games on there. Which, speaking of which, we already found a game and we're gonna be playing Strike. I was not a fan of this map, so we'll play a little bit of it before I decide to leave. Also, I was supposed to look for auto sprint and I didn't find it, so we're just gonna be walking, getting a good jog in. Also, I'm back to using the SPR. I low-key am so happy that there is people still playing this game. I think that's so cool. Honestly, going back to any COD game that isn't the current COD game and still seeing it populated to some capacity is rather refreshing. What is the point of this section? What is the point of this? You can't go over here. You can't go through that door.
There's absolutely no reason that that section should have existed.
Anyways, like I was saying, it is really cool to see games still populated after their supposed prime. I think there was something like super quirky about this game, which I personally thought was kind of a mistake on Infinity Ward's end, and that was having the ability to earn perks over time instead of just having them. I thought that was kind of unnecessary. I think I'm gonna leave this match just because I really cannot find anyone. So we are leaving this match. Ooh, we got Embassy. I really love this map. This is actually one of my favorite maps from this game. And low-key, I would kind of like to see it come back. The fancy helicopters going, woo! Look at this guy, he was stuck on the ground. All of us got the fancy ride. Yeah, I really like Embassy. This is one of my favorite maps in Modern Warfare 2. There were so many fun memories on this map. I think that's why it's ultimately like really fun. Nice. That is a decoy. Why do I have decoys on every single class? I should not be using them. Oh, that is a RPG. I am curious to ask, but what was your guys' favorite map from this game if you did end up playing it, or even from a viewing perspective? Because sometimes watching people play maps and stuff, it can be fun. Ow, that was not fun. I have the SAB. Is this good? I'm like shuffling through classes right now. What? What are you doing? Last stand. Okay. Honestly, it was really interesting that this game, I believe the snipers were not that great, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong on that. But there was a lot of marksman sniping in this game. Like the SAB and the SPR, ow, were some of the best guns to use for sniping in this game. There we go. I am playing weapon roulette right now. I don't know what to use. None of my classes are meant for me coming back to this game and checking them out. Oh my god. Why do you have last stand and a shotgun? Everyone plays this game so differently now. I see a lot more mounting, see a lot more of that, and a lot more drill charges. Like everything is like more tactical. Definitely an interesting experience. Okie dokie. Well, that was match. We did lose again, but again, it's okay. So that was a rather interesting match of TDM. A lot of the players playing that match and the one prior were playing the match rather safe and super tactically. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's rather different for sure. It's clear to me that a vast majority of COD players have moved on from Modern Warfare 2, and to be fair, that is completely normal. This game is 2 years old now, and to be completely transparent, Modern Warfare 3 as well as Black Ops 6 has a lot more to offer than Modern Warfare 2 unfortunately ever did. And no matter how people are deciding to play the game now, of course it's going to be different than how it was 2 years ago, and that's okay. I think it's fair to remind ourselves that not everyone has the same playstyle. Not everyone is going to play the way that you do or the way that I do. And again, that's completely fair and that's okay. We just have to remind ourselves that everyone has a different way of doing something. With that said, I wasn't a fan of that TDM match, but it was fun revisiting Embassy. Regardless though, there is one last thing that I want to check out before I wrap up today's video, and that is checking out the third-person mosh pit mode. The reason why I want to check this out is because Black Ops 6 doesn't have a third-person multiplayer mode. Obviously, you can go into third-person in Black Ops 6 Zombies, but that's different, of course. So that's why I'm queuing up for this, and hopefully this game mode is still populated. I have a fear that this game mode may not be populated, unfortunately. I'll give it a few more minutes of trying to find a match, but I don't think we'll be able to find one. We found a match! Oh my goodness, we actually found a match. I cannot believe it. I was just about to leave the matchmaking queue. That is insane. That is honestly insane. Oh, but I don't like this map. This map always made me a little upset. Also, I can't see past the riot shield, so we'll have to use this class. I am keeping my classes the same because I can look back at it and make fun of myself, being like, what was my choices back then? Oh my god. Ooh, what's our weapon inspect like in third person? I've actually never check that. Oh, it just goes into first person. I forgot you can go in the water too. This water is like so weird. Oh, what? Hey, I was just trying to enjoy the water and this guy bullied me. Someone's here. Hit marker. How dare you? Nice. I think visually this game has sort of kept up, by the way, which is kind of cool because sometimes when you come back to these like older games, they don't always look how you remember them to. Granted, this is only 2 years old, so it's not like a giant time leap or anything, but it is still interesting to come back to older games and see how they look and stuff. I still think this game looks pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty on par with like what Modern Warfare 3 looked like, maybe just a tad bit more different. Noise. Wait, no. 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 I'm not here. I'm not here. What? What? No. What's happening? The focus up was insane on that. That was rude. It's a shotgun to the face. My goodness. I actually really like coming back to these older COD games. If you guys want to see like me check out any other COD game that's from the past, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know. Ooh, and we won that one. Awesome. I will say the third person mosh pit stuff was fun, but I feel like I was struggling in it too. Then again, I feel like I was struggling in every single multiplayer match I played today. I was either one, shuffling through all my classes trying to figure out which class I want to use, or two, I was aimlessly wandering around trying to figure out what was happening. Either way, I enjoyed checking out Modern Modern Warfare 2 today. It's definitely a different experience from what I remember it being, which is to be expected because as time goes on, there's going to be less and less people playing this game. And not to mention, I am super thankful that I was able to find matches in this game as well, because like I had said earlier, this game was quite polarizing and it did upset quite a vast majority of COD players at the time. So to see people still playing this game in 2025 is very interesting and kind of surprising, honestly. Surprising in a good way, of course. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end my video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me check out Modern Warfare 2 2 years later. Let me know what you guys think of this game after all this time in the comments down below. I would love to know. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, or evening. Take it easy and peace. Bye!